The crime rate in the US has trended downward for decades, and the latest data is no different. In 2023, the violent crime rate for the nation was 1.7% lower than in 2022, and the property crime rate was down 4.5%. See the 5 states with the highest property and violent crime rates. Let's get started. 1. Alaska. Alaska has one of the highest crime rates per capita in the United States, particularly in the categories of violent crime and property crime. Crime in Alaska has attracted significant attention, both within the state and nationally, due to its unique challenges and higher crime rates compared to the rest of the United States. 1. A sparsely populated state with vast wilderness areas, Alaska poses particular difficulties for law enforcement and social service agencies. Capital punishment is not applied in Alaska, having been abolished by the territorial legislature prior to statehood. 2. New Mexico. The U.S. state of New Mexico had the highest rate of property crime among U.S. states. New Mexico had the second highest rate for violent crime. Around 27% of the population lives in Albuquerque, but the city was home to 42.7% of violent crime and 47% of property crime in New Mexico. New Mexico law enforcement agencies reported 81,931 property crimes and 14,619 violent crimes throughout the state, for a rate 3,937.1 property crimes and 702.5 violent crimes per 100,000 residents. Across the nation, the property crime rate per 100,000 residents was 2,450.7 and the violent crime rate was 386.3. 3. Louisiana. Louisiana, including cities like New Orleans, has been associated with higher crime rates, especially in terms of violent crimes. According to the FBI's Crime Data Explorer, Louisiana's crime rate has consistently been higher than that of the rest of the United States since at least 1985. The rate of violent crime in Louisiana was nearly double that of the nation as a whole in 2020. Nearly 16,000 violent crimes were committed in Louisiana. The majority of these were committed while the perpetrator was committing another crime, such as destruction or vandalism of property, violating a weapons law, drug or narcotic violations, larceny, breaking, entering, or burglary. 4. Arkansas. Arkansas has experienced crime rates that are relatively higher compared to some other states. There were 103,893 crimes reported in Arkansas in 2019. The most recent year crime data is available. Adjusted for population, Arkansas's crime rate is 3,443 crimes per 100,000 residents. Crime is more common in Arkansas than it is on average nationwide. By comparison, the national crime rate of 2,489 per 100,000 people is 28% lower. Of the 50 states, 4 have a higher crime rate than Arkansas. 5. Tennessee. Tennessee has been mentioned in discussions about states with higher crime rates, particularly in urban areas. There were 321,800 crimes reported in Tennessee in 2021. The most recent year's crime data is available. Tennessee's crime rate is 3,248 crimes per 100,000 residents. If you find the video informative, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.